Welcome to Leaky MOSFET channel. Today, we are going to extract stock firmware from BIOS update utility for Lenovo Yoga 211, Lenovo Ideapad 3-14AST, and Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05. We are going to perform two different types of extracting stock firmware, which is inside flash and INO setup. Procedures for extracting Lenovo stock firmware. 1. Download BIOS update utility for Lenovo Ideapad 3-2017AST, Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05, and Lenovo Yoga 211 from Lenovo website. 2. Extract the firmware from downloadable BIOS update utility. 3. Flash the extracted stock firmware to the SPI chip using an SPI programmer. Okay, let's do the first task. Open your browser and search for Lenovo Ideapad 3-2017AST, Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05, and Lenovo Yoga 211 BIOS update. Type the brand, model, and BIOS update, then press the Enter key. You can also use this method when searching stock firmware for other brands and models. Select the second on the list, and wait for the website to load. Scroll and locate the 92CN92WW.exe. Then select the download button. Download should start automatically. Finally, download is completed. We can now proceed in our second task. BiosCreator is a Swiss knife of laptop and MacBook repair technicians for fixing firmware related issues. It requires SPI programmer for reading and writing firmware to SPI chip. Open BiosCreator. We are going to perform inside flash extracting firmware. In your BiosCreator, select the stock firmware tool tab. Then click the Lenovo button. New window will pop up. This will allow you to drag and drop the file that we downloaded earlier. Select the 92CN93WW.exe file and drag it to the Lenovo view. It will automatically select the extract bin from inside flash. Then click the extract button. A new extracted file will be available at the same folder location. This is a ROM file. Again, select the ROM file and drag it to the Lenovo view. It will automatically select the extract bin from inside flash. Then hit the extract button. Finally, bin file is now created. If the firmware size is exactly the same as your backup firmware, then the extracted stock firmware is ready to be flashed using an SPI programmer. Next, we are going to perform INO setup for Lenovo Ideapad 3-2017AST and Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05. Open your BiosCreator. In your BiosCreator, select the stock firmware tool tab, then select the Lenovo button. A new window will pop up. Select the 5PCN24WW.exe and drag it to the Lenovo view window. It will automatically select the extract bin from INO setup. Then click the extract button. A capsule file will be created. Again, drag the extracted file to the Lenovo view. It will automatically select the remove cap header. Then click the extract button. A bin file will be created and now ready to flash using an SPI programmer. You can also visit www.bioscreator.com/manual/valid firmware size to check the valid firmware size for system BIOS. Here's another example of extracting INO setup. Again, open your BiosCreator. Select the stock firmware tool and select Lenovo button. A new window will pop up. Select the DZCN42WW.exe and drag it to the Lenovo view window. It will automatically select the extract bin from INO setup. Then click the extract button. A new capsule file will be created. As I mentioned previously to our first example of Inno setup, after the capsule file is created, drag it again to the Lenovo View window. It will automatically select the Remove Cap header, then click the Extract button. A bin file will be created, then the extracted stock firmware is ready to be flashed using an SPI programmer. We have now successfully performed the extract firmware from BIOS Update utility. We will now proceed to our task number 3, which is flashing the extracted firmware to the SPI chip using SPI programmer. We are going to use the extracted firmware of Lenovo Yoga 211. First, we are going to insert the SPI chip to our T809F serial ISP programmer. Then, open your SPI programmer. We are going to press the read button to back up the old firmware in the SPI chip and save it to your desktop. If it is successful, we are going to press the open and locate the extracted firmware of Lenovo Yoga 211 that we performed previously. After that, press right to add the new extracted stock firmware of Lenovo Yoga 211 in the SPI chip. If it is successful, then the SPI chip is now ready to use. Let's summarize what we've done. 1. We downloaded BIOS Update utility for Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05, Lenovo Ideapad 3-14ARE05, and Lenovo Yoga 211 from Lenovo website. 2. We extract the firmware using Inside Flash and Inno setup from this BIOS Update utility that we downloaded. 3. We flash the extracted stock firmware to the SPI chip using an SPI programmer. You can download the BiosCreator at www.bioscreator.com or follow the link in the description. If you have more questions, you can also visit our support forum by typing support.leakymosfet.com. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.